I didn't believe it when they said we already had... I didn't believe it when they said we already had 8 inches of snow. I had to check for myself. Oh, that's cold. Oof, brr. What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's Salty, and today we got some more Madlads. Let's get into it. Here's a disclaimer. 2 stars, too much pain. Causes too much pain and agony. Don't know why it's so popular nowadays. I'm just going to use toilet paper. Oh, man. You're not using that for the intended purpose there, Christine. I once photoshopped Waldo out of a Where's Waldo pic and sent it to my friends. Oh, that's so rude. If that were me, I'd be searching for hours. Man catches girlfriend cheating in bed with another man, so he took selfies with them. Press F to pay respects. They're just sleeping and he's sitting there catching selfies. Oh man. A man pays a $137 traffic ticket with 137 origami pigs delivered in donut boxes. The most tasteful f you I have ever seen. Oh, that would take so long. Can you imagine trying to fold all those pigs? They really did not want to pay that ticket. I just imagine them walking these donut boxes into the police station being like, here you go, I'd like to pay for my ticket. Madlads streamed the whole Super Bowl, calling it Madden gameplay. 5,282 watching now. You just call it gameplay, you might get away with it. You gotta throw in a controller every once in a while just so they don't question it. Learning how to play Mary Had a Little Lamb, please don't make fun of me. Oh, dude. This dude going hard on the nursery rhymes. God damn. I support people's choice to street race because it's a victimless crime. Until they T-bone a family van full of kids killing an entire family. That's street crashing, which I am very against. I've been monitoring what my ex watches on my Netflix account so that the moment it looks like she's really getting into a show, I can change the password. Oh, that is brilliant. Yeah, you can use my Netflix account. Sure, no problem. Yoink. One summer in college, I worked in the registrar's office, registering all the incoming freshmen. A professor who was a mentor to me was teaching freshman seminar and asked me to handpick a class for her. Straight A students, high SATs, whatever. So I did. 15 students, all named Sarah. That's a little awkward. I just won a staring contest with the sun. I was staring at it for like 2 minutes and eventually the sun gave out and everything went black. And no, I didn't close my eyes, so I must have won. There's no other explanation. How the f did this get 65 silvers in 4 minutes? Me spamming it? Jeez, look at all those awards. Oh my hell, it's at 152 silvers now. And all because he wanted to go blind. Oh man. If I ever start a band, I'm going to name it Music, and then it will be literally impossible to find any of our songs on the internet. The first album, unknown album. The hit single, track 1. Album art? Some people want to watch the world burn. You would never find it, that's the thing. There would definitely be a cult following though, that's for sure. Can you hang this out please? Thanks, Mom. Sure thing, Mom. Mom, are you thick? I meant to hang the shirt out, Gimp boy. Unbelievable. Gimp boy? You Gimp boy. You don't know all the good times we have up here in the space station. Nothing is illegal in space. Seriously, my favorite picture of all time. Man, we gonna get high while we get high. My son's teacher has banned me from decorating my son's bananas as they were causing too much of a ruckus in class. And honestly, knowing my art caused a class of 6-year-olds to riot is probably one of the best compliments I've ever received. I wish I took more photos before the ban. You just painted bananas. How is that such a bad thing? Come on now. I was the best man at my friend's second wedding. I started my speech with, "Welcome back everyone." He was not happy. Hashtag wedding fail. Our school has this stone tablet policy, which basically says that there is no excuse for not turning in your assignments and that you must turn them in even if you have to carve it into a stone tablet. So this kid carved his 8-page essay into $70 worth of limestone. Holy shit. Like, well, I ran out of paper, so I had to use the closest thing. $70 worth of limestone. Look at that work, too. That is some good carving skills right there. r/Noah get the boat. Okay, now what? My name is Noah. Oh, Noah got the boat. No, and it looks like the Titanic. Oof. One time, my ex was really mad at me after we broke things off, and he sent me this and never talked to me again. Oh, that is so good. Oh, that's brilliant. I'm gonna remember that one. The best part is her name is actually Andy. Guys, I have a question, and I want to test knowledges. There is a country in South Africa. Its name starts with N and ends with Ria. Anyone knows? Nigeria. Server, kicking Kastrovic. Bad language. LOL. I was young and naive. Jeez, the awards on this guy. I've seen this pic so many times. It's an honor to see the man himself. The legend, Kastrovic. So, my grandmother passed recently, and I got her will. My birth father was always a piece of shit, always stealing from his mother and ditching his kids whenever he could. I got to his part of the will and... Article 4. To my son, Chad, I leave the sum of $1. Oh, Grammy had the last laugh. This is actually done for legal reasons. If Chad was excluded from the will entirely, he could make the case that he was supposed to be included but was forgotten, and get a big chunk of the estate. By explicitly giving him $1, it shows he wasn't forgotten, so he doesn't have a case. Oh, here you go. Here's $1. Didn't want to give it to you, but here you go. Every time, it's always the Chads. Florida troopers find bag full of drugs in a bag labeled bag full of drugs. Huh. You're not really trying to hide much. That's something Florida would do for sure. That's some reverse psychology right there. Fitz, your virginity is a quest item. Don't lose it. Carson, but aren't you completing the quest if you lose it? Mia, I would have aided you on your quest, Carson. Hey, Carson. Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. Two of my friends have never met each other. Before they spoke, I told both of them that the other is a bit deaf. They shouted at each other for a few minutes before they realized that I'm an asshole. Hey man, nice to meet you. Yeah, nice to meet you too, bro. Wait, why are we shouting? Life-changing, 5 stars. My grandfather smoked his whole life. I was about 10 years old when my mother said to him, if you ever want to see your grandchildren graduate, you have to stop immediately. Tears welled up in his eyes when he realized what exactly was at stake. He gave it up immediately. 3 years later, he died of lung cancer. It was really sad and destroyed me. My mother said to me, don't ever smoke. Please don't put your family through what your grandfather put us through. I agreed. At 28, I have never touched a cigarette. I must say, I feel a very slight sense of regret for never having done it because this app gave me cancer anyways. Oh. Now that's how you leave a review, folks. This must be a review on Facebook. How should I respond to my boss who fired me via email and let him know that I'm very disappointed that he did not have the courtesy to do this face to face? We work from different states but always communicate through video calls. Semi-retired print journalist, law school refugee. Dear boss, I thought you'd want to know someone has apparently hijacked your email account. The hacker just fired me. Obviously, a transparent attempt to make you look like a gutless, spineless, cowardly, sniveling weasel. A cretin lacking the nuts to man up and look at his people in the eye while stabbing them in the back. But I'm certain we'll all have a good laugh over this in the morning. Talk to you then. Love me. Oh, that's great. You gutless, spineless, cowardly, sniveling weasel. You cretin. Yeah, that was definitely a hacking. Yeah, that was... I don't know what happened. That's brilliant. The 413-pound catfish that ate a Nazi and lived until 2020. That thing is huge! 413 pounds. That is a hell of a catch. They need to taxidermy that thing. That thing should be in a museum. ABC just showed a picture of a soldier fighting ISIS in a Kobe jersey. Imagine hearing somebody yell Kobe in the distance as a rocket comes at you. Kobe! r/ask Reddit. What evil prank have you pulled off? My mom's laptop wallpaper was a picture of her granddaughter. I copied the picture 100 times and made her wallpaper a slideshow of the same picture over and over again. So the file would change, but nothing would change visibly on the monitor. The pictures would change every 10 seconds. On one of the images, I painted a tiny little curly mustache on her. So randomly for 10 seconds, my niece would have a mustache. My mom thought she was either losing her mind or had a computer virus, and every time the mustache popped up, it was gone by the time she tried to show anyone. Now that is genius. I like doing the thing where you screenshot the whole desktop and use that as the background. You take off all the icons and just have the image. That works for a few minutes and it's just so funny. An old Italian gentleman lived alone in New Jersey. He wanted to plant his annual tomato garden, but it was very difficult work as the ground was hard. His only son, Vincent, who used to help him, was in prison. The old man wrote a letter to his son and described his predicament. Dear Vincent, I'm feeling pretty sad because it looks like I won't be able to plant my tomato garden this year. I'm just getting too old to be digging up a garden plot. I know if you were here, my troubles would be over. I know you would be happy to dig the plot for me, like in the old days. Love, Papa. A few days later, he received a letter from his son. Dear Papa, don't dig up the garden. That's where the bodies are buried. Love, Vinny. At 4 a.m. the next morning, FBI agents and local police arrived and dug up the entire area without finding any bodies. They apologized to the old man and left. The same day, the old man received another letter from his son. Dear Papa, go ahead and plant the tomatoes now. That's the best I could do under the circumstances. Love you, Vinny. If that's not the best way to dig up a garden for planting, I don't know what is. You go, Vinny. Alright everyone, and that's going to do it for today's episode on Madlads. Make sure you like that smash button, hit that subscribe button if you enjoy my content, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.